Like a, I'm not with love you like a rat, shoot you like a, I'm not with respect you like a, I'm not with.
As you can see here, we do have what appears to be a crossbow that is launching some sort of grenade projectile at a 32-degree angle.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Well then, I guess it's time for a new graphics card. I like firing down mid with the op as much as the next guy, but I tend to enjoy the lesser used weapons the most. And by lesser used, I definitely don't mean the P90. Then a Gev I love because it's completely binary. Win or lose, crush or get crushed. And I'm pretty sure for every one time that I win, I have at least 4 times that I lose.
Pepperoni and cheese.
The auto shotty and pump shotty I love almost entirely because of how mad they make other people, but above all else, I think the dual Berettas win my heart.
I'm a gangster. I'm a straight up G. The gangster life is the life for me. Shooting people by day, selling drugs by night. Being a gangster is hella tight. I walk around town with a stark erection, then gave.
Not only are they a blast to use, but if you view a character holding them in third person, he has this look on his face like he's holding 2 lemons. Like, why did you give me these?
I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Okay, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, so here's some background that you should know. The main character, Faith, is what's referred to as a runner, which means that she's not only an extremely fast parkour expert, but she's also massively unemployed, a juvenile delinquent, and lacking health insurance that nobody bothers to judge because their parents were murdered as a part of an 11-kill streak on High Rise by a corporate executive named Gabriel Kruger.
Let us go, Kruger.
You should have cooperated, Dr. Connor.
The enemy dropped our flag. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Bomb drop. They got their flag back.
Have it smoke!
Enemy UAV spotted. Our AC-130 is in the air. Enemy has me! Enemy flag drop! Airdrop on the way.
Mission accomplished. Well done.
Whoa, that's like fucking mean.
For those of you that are unfamiliar, like, I don't know, Europeans, there was this gorilla named Harambe at the Cincinnati Zoo that got a hold of this 3-year-old after it fell into his enclosure, and because they thought it was gonna tear this baby in half like a pretzel from Wetzel's Pretzels, they ended up shooting it.
Dude, he's on our side. Dude, seriously? You
And apparently, the reincarnation of this gorilla happens to be a character in this game called Overwatch named Winston. So I said, why the f not? I guess I can teach you nerds how to Overwatch. Just bear in mind that I'm gonna keep things short, because I feel no need to go full turbo nerd and start blasting you with one of those garbage fact-filled videos.
Oh yeah, Diva is a ranged, melee, tanky DPS assassin mage that specializes in offensively defensive tank-oriented assassin-like combat.
Shut up. No one wants to listen to that. Not even Clarence. And Clarence is a PhD. A PhD in what? In cancer research. Characters is another thing that I haven't really decided on. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that the Shadow and Scout Trooper are the very best for the Empire, and anything on the Rebel side is automatically gonna look goofy. Like, think about what they have. They've got the guy with the head that looks like a mushroom, the Alamau alien, Pepe the Frog, the one blue chick who literally has a butt head which jiggles around like a bowl of jello in-game, and this guy, the tentacle monster, which kind of confused me at first, but then I realized that there's that kawaii trooper on the Empire that nobody ever picks. Oh god, turn it off! Turn it off! And then it all made sense to me, like tentacle monster, Japanese stormtrooper. I think I've seen enough Chinese/Mongolian cartoons to know where this is going.
That's right.
I'm just kidding, anime is for nerds. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start with the little one just because it looks like it's way more important. Then we're gonna move on to the big boy. If it's just a bunch of keys, that would be hilarious. What if it is just like a bunch of keys? That's not the right.
Okay.
The dumbest security footage I've ever seen. A guy walked into a gas station with one of those like Vietnam era like China Lake grenade launchers. Loaded it in the store and pointed at the clerk.
China Lake.
And fucking, you hear this garbled over the CCTV. It's like, he asked for like all the bags of Fritos there. And the guy looks at him like, are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe he was just really, really stoned.
Like, no, if it was Ruffles, it would make sense, but like, Fritos.
You shut your mouth. Fritos are fucking fantastic.
Voice lines are what you'll hear over and over as you're playing that particular character, and all that I have to say is that if I hear one more string of lol-so random quotes, I'm definitely gonna have a pulmonary embolism.
Winky face, LOL. 게임을 하면 이겨야지. Is this easy mode?
Know your fucking place, trash.
I do think it's hilarious though that the whole point of him fighting is just money. Like, he's not really part of the rebellion or truly a part of the empire. He just happens to be fighting on the side of whoever's paying him more. So this is how most people see Boba Fett.
Don't get in my way.
This is how I see Boba Fett.
Money, 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 mother. Money on my motherfucking mind. Got 5 haircuts at the same time.
On a quick side note, I think we need to make a Kickstarter for all those players who suffer from APJS, also known as ammo pouch jiggle syndrome. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you can just be staring at a dead body, nothing's really happening, then out of nowhere, some guy will just flail himself onto your screen and start twerking his waist.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Going new, and the search is a mystery.
Please don't patch this dice, I secretly love it.
Because at this point, why would I care about the plot? Like, the sexual tension isn't gonna lead anywhere if this game is rated T for teen, so even though the game can drop hints...
To think you should humble me with a visit.
I'm sorry, I should have come sooner.
Far be it from me to judge. It's not like you owe me anything.
You've got a variety of different weapons to murder people with, but for me there was always like this unspoken flowchart among Bad Company players, and it never involved bullets. Like, for some reason, shooting someone in Bad Company was always frowned upon. Like, if you ever heard someone back at base saying that they shot someone, you'd be like, you shot someone? Like, why though? Now, hold on, wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me that you were out of grenades, and RPGs, and 203s, and your knife was dull, and you didn't feel like punching him in the face, so you actually, like, shot him? Like, with bullets? Why would you do that?
Whoa, that's like fucking mean.
Step 3, loot box. Not to be confused with loot crate, or nerd box, or cube. Who actually, like, unironically buy? Every time that you level up, you get one of these things that has customizations inside, so they're pretty important to open, at least if you don't want to buy them.
Joiji.
Yo, you better tell me where you live, or I'm gonna come over there and beat your ass with a flip-flop.
Are you stuck in a dead-end job? Do you hate that your boss is the color blue? Does your squad leader's mushroom-like head confuse you? Well, I have the solution. It's called the Empire.
It's great to be in the Empire today. It's great to be in the Empire today. We've got everything that you need to enjoy. You can hang out with all the droids. It's great to be in the Empire today. It's great to be in the Empire today. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel.
And now that we've got that out of the way, allow me to start off with a public service announcement reminding you to join a squad. I'm not at all angry when people playing squads by themselves. I just feel sorry for you. Like when some rando runs 1.5 miles to get a flag and I just stab him in the chest as soon as he gets there, followed by a pop-up that says squad wipe, as in I slaughtered everyone in his squad, which was just him. It hurts. I mean, you can always just join my Discord server via the link below if you're looking for squad mates. I'm not gonna say it's the kindest place in the world, but at least you won't be playing by yourself. And my personal favorite, Isabel Kruger. Oh my god, QT 3.14. Not only is she the daughter of Gabriel Kruger, but she's also downright heartless when it comes to interacting with the lower class. Like, not even joking, she literally starts to die when she's forced to breathe poor people air. Like, Faith's crew kidnaps her and brings her down underground, and she says she has a hard time breathing.
All I know is that the air down here is already killing me. So you might as well get it over with.
And then later, you find out her lungs actually don't function correctly with the poor people air down in the sewers. Is that not just hysterical?
Can't breathe down here. There's something messed up with their lungs.
Now naturally, the game is all about movement and free running, but things have changed since the original, so here's what you should know. First thing, Faith has gotten significantly slower, or at least it feels like it. Maybe my FOV is too low, but I feel so average in terms of speed, it's like any jogger on the street could keep up with me. I think the only thing worse than getting shot in the face is getting a teammate shot in the face with a bullet that was clearly meant for you, and that happens to me all the time. Reaper.
I'm J motherfucking Rock, nigga, what it do?
Aw, shit, my main man, Reaper the Creeper. Now, I'm not sexually attracted to skeletons, but if Reaper was standing next to Diva in a bar, I would probably have to think about who I would want to take home before grabbing Reaper by the femurs and just dragging him back to my cave. Like I would pick Diva.
No, what do I look fucking gay?
Also, don't forget to press Q and walk into the enemy team. It's unthinkably difficult.
Rains from above.
Invincible, untouchable, rampage.
Aw, Battlefield Bad Company, the game that my mom bought me because she thought Modern Warfare was too violent. Yeah, I remember her asking me, Spencer, what is this game about? Oh, you know, Mom. Blowing things up, shooting people in the face, and gratuitous violence. Okay, but what about this one? Oh, you know, blowing things up, shooting people in the face, and gratuitous violence. But it's rated teen, so there's less blood? Yes, there is less blood. I can still remember the sound effect. Don't you guys remember those commercials? Rated M for mature. Which is definitely not accurate, because for me it was basically rated M for make your parents buy it for you. And at that age, playing a T-rated military shooter versus an M-rated military shooter really made no difference. It's like when a rap song is just filled with profanity, but your parents think it's totally fine because you're listening to the censored version. You're really just lying to yourself about sheltering me from the adult content, but if it makes you feel better, that's fine by me.
I'm 100% I'm 200%.
I must admit, it was a little odd though, because the one time that she came down to watch me play was during an intense sequence where I was getting blasted by the hardest difficulty, and all that I was doing was stabbing myself with a syringe. I know that seems odd to those of you that are new to Bad Company, but that's essentially the primary weapon of the game. Like, you whip this thing out, you stab yourself in the chest, and you're immediately back to full health. It's magical.
That's what I'm talking about. Good as new.
I happen to have been through some military training myself, and having one of these things in Quantico, Virginia would have been pretty damn convenient. I can't make it, man. I just go on with it. I can't, no. I can't. Hey, hold still for a second. Oh, what the? Oh my god, that's amazing. What did you stick in this thing, man? My favorite part about it is that the official name for it is the Life 2. So when someone asks you why you have a smug shit-eating grin on your face all the time, like, are you high or something? You can look them straight in the eyes and just go, on life, man. On life. Obviously, there are millions of different ways to cap these flags, but I personally enjoy slapping on a mask, marinating myself like a chicken breast in chlorine gas, sitting on an ammo box, and tossing 18 nades until I can't feel my triceps anymore. Yeah, please tell me of an easier way to cop yourself over 2,000 points in under 30 seconds with little to no effort. With the one exception of just being that rando that spawns in, pops one AT shell at the train that happens to take away the last sliver of health and receives all of the credit, including the 6-man multi-kill without any of the hard work or effort.
That was unprofessional! Even for you!
And while we're on the topic of settings, can we just talk about FOV for a moment? Like, if you max things out, not only does it make Darth Vader's cape look like it's 20 feet long, but it gets even worse when you're on a speeder bike. Personally, I keep a pretty conservative FOV of around 59, but even on that moderate setting, the speeder bike looks like it's about to break the land speed record. I don't even know why they allow you to boost on this thing if you already can't see anything. It's like, please, more motion blur. My eyes are barely blistering. But of course, I had to max out the FOV for science just to see what would happen, and I was definitely not disappointed. But I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, I already knew within the first 10 seconds of loading the game it wasn't gonna be what I wanted, and you wanna know why? First of all, there is no ear-deafening Tom Clancy intro. It simply isn't there. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? If that intro doesn't leave your ears ringing or at least startle you, it is not loud enough. Second of all, they have one of those medical disclaimers. You know, like, oh, if you experience dizziness, immediately call your doc. That's a joke. Like, really? You think I'm gonna call Dr. Chen so that she can call me a scrub for losing motor function while playing the world's least stimulating first-person shooter? No thank you. But that's not even the best one, okay? That's not the best one. Here's the icing on the cake. So we encourage you to play a lot and head over to our subreddit, Roadhog. Although I do sense a bit of a Pudge ripoff here, Roadhog is another god tier hero. First of all, he can shoot up all kinds of drugs like Psychojet for more health. Second of all, he has a hook that turns into a perfect combo with a scattergun. Thirdly, his ultimate is basically a fire hose of metal objects that are just being blasted in your general direction. The beta may be over, but I still have countless topics that I want to cover and enough footage to feed a Malaysian family of 12, so I figured that I'd share. Even though 90% of said footage is just my buddy Duckling being angry at the game.
Right? I don't fucking get this game, man.
Battlefield. And although the game mode is extremely fun, yet also extremely random, it's gonna go like this almost every single time if you play as a runner in the first 30 seconds. You're gonna run to the middle of the map, some other guy's gonna run to the middle of the map, because it's basically the same distance from your spawns, and you both run the same speed. He's gonna throw a grenade, you're gonna throw a grenade, you're both gonna die simultaneously, and it doesn't matter who picked up the pigeon because you're both dead.
I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams.
Can I please jump on the bandwagon of making a video about weapons that I think should be added to the game? Because my sub box has been filled with DLC weapons, weapon leaks, potential. Can we just please cut out all the subtle requests and just add a stinger to the game? Because that's definitely what I want. I want a stinger. You know what a stinger is? It's that auto-seeking shoulder-fired rocket that can effortlessly track and destroy aircraft with the pull of a trigger. Don't act like you don't want it, because the mass majority of my deaths in this game are three things: aircraft, sniper rifles, and nade spam. And although it's not historically accurate, getting to use a stinger would cut out a third of those annoyances.
Rampage!
Come on, man, I was on a horse killing spree. Of course, I was welcome back to the series in typical Call of Duty fashion. Yeah, just freeze that one for a second. Yeah, Big Nasty Savage, 6969, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne, and Skunk Hunt 42 is quick scoping so icy with a $sign and a 0. Welcome back to Call of Duty. And by Call of Duty, I mean MP5ville, Population U. And I do find it pretty funny that a lot of people haven't even unlocked Create a Class yet. So all you see is MP5, M16, and M40. Maybe a few cheesing nerds that are just like sitting in buildings with... Okay, this is me, but this is me. Cheesing nerd, this is who I'm referring to, is me. The AK-47 with deep impact. Zero comparison. There is no match, especially if you're on shipment. Good luck, okay? Good luck. I feel as if I could be blindfolded. I could like poke out somebody's eyes. I could give them an AK with deep impact and stopping power. They would still get 7 kill streaks back to back to back. You can shoot through virtually everything. It turns everything into paper mache. Your bullets do a ton of damage. It's foolproof. Haggard is a hillbilly that can be described with one word and one word only. Truckosaurus Rex.
Truckosaurus Rex. Truckosaurus Rex on the Truckosaurus Rex.
Hey, I think that's 2 words, idiot. Oh yeah, thanks, man. What are you, like a librarian?